Hey guys, what is up? It is VGA322 here, back with part 27 of my Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Let's Play. And I'm sure you guys are wondering why it has been so long since the last Wind Waker part, and I can answer that for you. Basically, what happened is, you guys know that I have been having audio problems with my recording software, and basically what happened is I recorded part 27, part 28, and the audio works fine as far as I know. However, my commentary decided not to save itself, which means I have to do post-commentary. And a lot of you guys know that I hate doing post-commentary, which is why I've been procrastinating and not doing it. But, yeah, basically for the next two parts I'm going to be doing post, meaning I have to watch this video and commentate on what is going on. Which is not interesting in my opinion, because if you don't know, like, I don't like post-commentary. I just find that you don't get the same reactions you would get when you're playing the game. And, well, a lot of people do say that when you play the game, like, you don't... Or, sorry, I should say when people say when you commentate while you play the game, you don't play as well as you could because you're thinking of something to say, which apparently I can't do anyway. But, and I agree with that to some degree, but I just find that you don't get the same reactions when you do post-commentary as you would when you're actually playing the game. So personally, I prefer doing live commentary and not post-commentary. But for the next two parts, you are going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. But as you guys can see, we are here on Outset Island. We are going to be getting the next Triforce Charts, which is located, well, here on Outset Island. And in order to do that, we need to head up to the forest where we were at the beginning of the game, as you can see, because we are heading that way. And this is why I don't like post-commentary, because I don't know what to commentate on. It's so annoying. But really, at this point, I can just kind of talk about anything. I mean, I can talk about what's going on, and you can talk about what's going on in my life, stuff like that. If you guys are wondering, I am currently working on a short film. That's very interesting, very fun. I've done storyboarding for school and stuff, and I hate storyboarding. For anyone who's into film, I'm not an artist. I'm sure you know exactly how I feel. I'm not into storyboarding all that much, but I can do it. It takes a ridiculously long time for me to do so, just because I don't like it, but I can do it. And I've always been more of a digital person when it comes to storyboarding. Like, I'll actually go out, get all my props, I will take the pictures for the shots, and then I'll just edit them together on the computer. That's kind of how I do my storyboarding. But as you can see, we are here at the Stone Head, and if you go down this hole, we are going to enter an area that is basically like the Pit of 100 Trials from Paper Mario. Now, there aren't actually 100 trials. I'm not 100% sure how many there are, but there aren't 100, and it's the Savage Labyrinth, as you can see there. So yes. But coming in, we have some Keiths, and everyone knows how much I hate Keiths because they are annoying. Nobody likes bats. Bad choice to make bats an enemy. And I missed one. I remember I was doing this, and I was like, wait a second, why isn't the fire going down? And apparently it was because I missed some of them. But yeah, basically, each floor will have a new enemy, and you have to continue on until you get to the end. And once you defeat all the enemies in an area, the fire will go down, and, oh, look at that, imps. I hate imps, too. You know what, let's just go with I hate every enemy. I think that works. That's okay, right? But yeah, each floor has a different amount of enemies, and I think there are 5, I think it goes in increments of 5 or 10, I'm not 100% sure, but we are currently on 3, so we will find out in just a second. But after you beat increments of 5 or 10, you will get to this pretty much kind of safe area, which we will see in just a moment. But yeah, interesting stuff there. In case you guys were wondering, I think I was talking about it a while ago. I found a game called Hybrid Heaven, and the dude I usually buy from found it with all his stuff, so hopefully I'm going to be picking that up. Hopefully I'm going to be playing it. It's a really, really unique game. It's really, really cool, but like, I honestly don't even know how to explain that game. It's one of those games I would have to play through first and then do an LP of, but it's a really, really cool game, and it is something I wish to do an LP of someday, but you guys know how that kind of stuff is. I'm not the best when it comes to making progresses like that. But I don't even know what I'm going to do after this, although I do have some ideas for after this. Like, I've been thinking about maybe doing Metroid Prime. I'm a big fan of Metroid Prime. It's my favorite Metroid game. Definitely wouldn't be 100%. If you guys remember my Zero Mission Let's Play, I think I got like 40-something% of all the items. Like, not even, probably 30-something% of all the items from that game. Which is really, really funny, actually. And I've also been thinking I might do Banjo-Kazooie. Because Banjo-Kazooie is one of the N64 games. I was talking about it when I was doing my Ocarina of Time Let's Play. It was one of the N64 games I got when I got my N64. And of course, I've already done Ocarina of Time. I've already done Super Mario 64. And Banjo-Kazooie is kind of the last one that I have really, really good memories with, considering it was one of the first games that I got. So I think that I may end up doing Banjo-Kazooie. May end up doing Metroid Prime, but I may end up doing something completely different. Like, who knows at this point, really. I'm kind of random with that kind of stuff. And of course, if you guys want me to do a game, you can leave a comment below. And you can tell me, like, just give me some ideas. Like, I don't have every game in the world. I have a lot of stuff, but probably some really, probably not, like, too much, compared to some other people. I've also been considering doing an LP for Pokemon Snap, just because it's kind of small and it's a really funny game. A lot of people don't like Pokemon Snap. I really like Pokemon Snap. It is one of my favorite, like, non-RPG-esque Pokemon games. And in saying that, I don't even know where I was going with that. In saying that, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, Pokemon Snap's really good. I was wishing. Like, I'm always saying they should make a new Pokemon Snap game with more than just 63 Pokemon, because that would be really cool. Like, if you made a new Pokemon Snap with all 5 generations, that would be pretty sweet, I've got to say. And here we are, guys. I think this is the first one. I think. Basically, what this room is it's kind of like a safe room. You have a bunch of rubies in these pots here. You can get hearts, arrows, bunch of items and stuff. But basically, that pool of light over here, which I think I show off, if you go up here, you're going to end up back outside of the, like, dungeon area, and if you come back in, you will have to start all over again, as far as I know. I've never really done it myself. I can't remember if you go back down to the one you were at, or if you get sent back to the beginning for leaving, but as far as I know, if you leave, you will have to start back at the beginning. And that's no fun. So, basically, it's just kind of that safe kind of resting spot. And, yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. Otherwise, that's really all this is. It's just continuously going through trials and trying to get all the way through. And it's really interesting stuff, I gotta say. Not actually, it's kind of repetitive. But of course, the Pit of 1,000 Trials was, or 100,000? Was it 1,000? I can't remember, because I know there's definitely not actually 1,000 Trials. That'd be ridiculous. Or is there? I think it's the Pit of 100 Trials. Someone tell me that. I haven't played 1,000 Year Door in a really long time. So someone tell me that, please. Please, 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 please. That would be cool. And if I had 1,000 Year Door, which I'm really disappointed that I don't, I would definitely do an LP for that, because it's not my favorite Paper Mario game. I still like Paper Mario 1. It is my favorite Paper Mario game, but I'll admit that Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door is better than Paper Mario. But Paper Mario is still my favorite Paper Mario game, if that makes sense to anybody. Like, I don't really know how to explain that properly, but it makes sense to me, and that's really all that matters. So, like, I do think that 1,000 Year Door is the better game. Like, everything about it is Paper Mario made, like, 20 times better. But I still prefer the first Paper Mario game, is all I'm saying. But yeah, anyways. Not a lot is really going on here. As far as gaming is concerned, for me at least, got a Game Boy player for the GameCube a while ago. I never really brought that up, but it means that I can play Game Boy Advance games now. When I want to do Game Boy Advance LPs, I don't have to emulate them. As long as I own them, I can run them through the Game Boy player, and I'll be able to show you guys that. And that would be pretty cool, in my opinion. I got my NES hooked up again. I remember telling you guys that. I was playing Predator. I've been playing the original Zelda lately, actually, but I've been having some issues with it. Can't get it to run properly. I actually think it's still in there. Yeah, it is. I was trying to get that to work a while ago because I really wanted to play Zelda again, but I'm having issues with it. It's kind of messing with me right now. Basically, I'm just getting gray screen. Although my Zelda card is pretty beat up, I do need a new one. Some of the pins are missing and stuff like that. So I definitely do need a new one. Still trying to hunt down the gray card as well, but that's kind of expensive. But yeah, Zelda. I love Zelda. You guys know that's my favorite gaming series of all time. Which is funny because, like, it's not like it's the first series I ever played. In fact, I didn't play the first Zelda game until 2009, maybe? I don't want to say 2009, I don't think that's right. I think it was definitely before that. But I don't think I played, like, all the way through it until recently. Like, 2009 is not recently, that's like 3 years ago, but still. You guys know what I mean. Like, I didn't play it when I was a kid. I didn't have Legend of Zelda. The first game I ever played was Super Mario Bros. Like most people, and that makes sense. But I actually never had Zelda as a kid, and considering we skipped over the SNES and went straight to the N64, the first Zelda game I actually ever played was Ocarina of Time, and part of me thinks that's kind of why it's my favorite game, is because it's the first game I played in my favorite series. But yeah, like I like the first Zelda game. It's an amazing game. It's a really good adventure. But it's definitely, see, I really don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say here. Like, it's a good game. It is. End of story. Really. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But I just don't know how to explain it the way I want to. As you guys can see, we are here in another safe room, and we are going to get some more rubies. But yeah, we are getting pretty close to the end here, actually, I think. I think there's only one more section to go through, if I'm correct. But I'm not absolutely sure. Yeah, there is only one more section to go through. I was looking around, I was like, wait a second, what's here? And you guys want to know what's here? The one thing I hate the most, Wizrobe. And you guys know how much I hate Wizrobe. And Legend of Zelda 1, Wizrobe, do not get me started. They are annoying. So annoying. But yeah. Like, Legend of Zelda 1's good. I wasn't really a big fan of Legend of Zelda 2. I know a lot of people say that, but I have my reasons for not liking it. It's an okay game, but if I had to, I'd pass on it. Link to the Past is really good. Definitely one of my favorite SNES games. Like up there with like Chrono Trigger and Earthbound and stuff like that. Ocarina of Time, of course, you guys know, is my all-time favorite Legend of Zelda game. Majora's Mask is good, but to be honest, I've never actually beaten it. I've gotten to the final temple boss, but like the thing I didn't like about Majora's Mask was, first of all, the time limit. The time limit of 3 days. It gives you that urgency, and it's a good idea, I'll admit. But I didn't like that when you had to reset time, you lost all your items. If you were in the middle of something and you ran out of time, you were pretty screwed. Like getting the Zora eggs, for instance. I remember a couple times when I messed up on that. And yeah, but regardless, Majora's Mask is a good game. Don't get me wrong. I have my problems with it. I didn't like that pretty much every single heart container was hidden. There weren't ones that were just kind of around, like in Ocarina of Time. It made the game a lot harder, in my opinion, and, like, don't get me wrong, I like hard games, but I'm not, like, a hardcore gamer. I'm a casual gamer. I like being able to, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain what I'm trying to say, which is apparently a really common theme right now when I talk about Zelda games. But yeah, Majora's Mask is good, but it has its things about it that makes me not like it. But it is a good game. And then, of course, Wind Waker came up, and yes, I'm skipping the handheld games, saying that Minish Cap is a good game. The Oracle games, I liked Seasons, wasn't a big fan of Ages. Link's Awakening was good. I liked Link's Awakening. But yeah, moving on to Wind Waker, sorry. Wind Waker is my second favorite Zelda game, hands down. Do I know where everything is? No. Have I ever gotten 100%? No. But that doesn't mean it's not my favorite, or second favorite Zelda game. But, like, I know a lot more about this game than I do about pretty much any other Zelda game, so that says a lot. Maybe with the exception of the first one, but I don't know. And then, of course, Twilight Princess came out, and I don't own the Wii version of Twilight Princess. I have the GameCube version. The reason I don't own the Wii version is because I didn't like that they had to switch the entire game around just because more people are right-handed than left-handed. I did not like that. They made Link right-handed to suit the population's needs. Like, you know what? If you want to play with the Wii remote, play with your left hand. Sorry. Link's left-handed, that's how it should be. But saying that, Twilight Princess is a fantastic game on the GameCube. Not saying that it's not good on the Wii, but I have my problems with it, and I just explained them. And, like, don't get at me being all like, oh, well, they had to. It's still the same game. I know it's still the same game. It just doesn't feel the same, if you get what I mean. So, I'm going to have to stick with the GameCube version on Twilight Princess. Sorry about that. If anyone has the same opinion as me, that would be cool. But, yeah. The GameCube version, definitely better in my opinion. And as far as the GameCube version is concerned, I've done a 3-heart run. I've done a 3-heart wooden sword run, for that matter. And that was ridiculous and took me a very, very long time. But that's okay, because I did do it. And the funny thing about the wooden sword run is that it's not like you can't use the wooden sword all the way through the game. You can use it to kill every enemy with the exception of a few bosses, which is the only time you can't use it if you're doing a run. And the exception of clearing out, like, the smoke paths in Ganon's lair place. But, yeah. Or not Ganon's lair, the Twilight Realm. The smoke paths in there, you need the Master Sword to get rid of them. But otherwise, the wooden sword run is actually really, really fun to do, and I recommend you do it if you have the GameCube version, because it's a lot easier to pull off in the GameCube one. You can do it in the Wii one, as far as I know. It's just a little harder. But yeah, I would recommend doing it. It's a cool game. It's a cool challenge to do, and the fact that I did it with 3 hearts was pretty ridiculous. I admit I probably shouldn't have done that. But, yeah. Twilight Princess, fantastic game. Definitely 3rd favorite Zelda game. And, as you can see, we're down here, guys, on the final level. Just have to... Oh, okay, getting the pots. I can explain this then. As far as Skyward Sword's concerned, I haven't played it yet. I haven't had the money for it, and honestly, I keep telling myself I do not want to get the game until I can find the collector's edition, or the pre-order edition, I should say. Because I was stupid, and I didn't pre-order it, and I should have, but I didn't. So, I'm trying to find a copy of the pre-order edition. But yeah, we are here playing the Wind Requiem, and we are going to have our chest appear. And you know what this chest does for us, guys? It does something awesome. which is awesome, you know, spiky chest. And what do we have inside of this spiky chest, guys? Well, I'm sure you guessed it already. That 20-minute trial has given us a Triforce Chart, which is pretty sweet. I believe that is number 2 of 8, if I'm correct. That is number 2. Pretty sure. But yeah, now that we are done that, we can get out of here and head back up to Outset Island. And I don't remember what I do now. I guess I'm gonna have to wait to check that out. Oh no, wait, I remember what I'm gonna do. I just can't remember in what order I do it in. Yep, it looks like I'm going to do Orca's Night Crest challenge. Basically what this is we're gonna be getting a new sword power, which is always nice. A sword power that has its draws, but it has its advantages as well. So, we are coming in to meet Orca, the guy who gave us the sword in part 1. So yeah. How's it going, Orca? How are you doing? Ah, Kai, you're alright. Why did you not tell me about Ariel? That was thoughtless of you. The island has seen hard times since you departed. Don't know what you've been doing on your journey, but seems more daring these days. That look in your eye is not the one you left here with. Very good. Show me how much you've improved your sword skills. Not now. Alright, so if you show him the Knight's Crest, you have to give him 10 Knight's Crest, and he will teach you the new sword technique. And I remember saying you needed 15 when I originally started getting them, but apparently you only need 10. So as soon as you get 10, you can come back to Outset Island, and you can give them to him, and he will teach you a new sword technique. And apparently this is me reading through all the text, which is going very slowly. But yeah, the new sword technique is pretty cool. It's, well, you'll see it here in a sec actually, but it's a pretty interesting move. Excuse me. Alright, pretty much what you do is you hold down B and then release it, kind of like you do in Ocarina of Time to charge your sword. And once you do so, this will happen. Yep. Now, that cutscene doesn't show what the drawback is on the attack, which I'm gonna show when we leave the house. But yeah, we got the Hurricane Spin, guys, and that is pretty awesome. The Hurricane Spin is spinning hurricane-ness. Amazing, Kai, you did it. You mastered the Hurricane Spin. Oh, Orca's crying. I'm sorry, Orca. I didn't mean to make you cry. Are you okay? Oh, the joyful tears, they won't stop. I thought my tears had dried up long ago. It's so funny. Alrighty guys, so do I leave first or do I do this? I can't quite remember. Alright, I do leave. So basically, the drawback of the Hurricane Spin is that you charge it up, you do your thing, but as a drawback, you will be dazed for a short period of time once you've finished. Now, I can't remember if that continues to happen even if you hit an enemy, but I think it does. Oh god, this part. Okay, I was trying to show something off here, but I forgot how to do it, so I kind of failed. I remember there being... Yeah, just give it a sec, wait till it gets over here and I'll explain. I remember there being like a pot over here that if you broke you would get 100 rubies, but it apparently isn't here. I might just be on the wrong platform on the island, which is completely possible, but I do remember it being over this way. But basically it's somewhere on this island. There's a pot that when you break you will get an orange ruby, and you can use the Song of Passing to just go like day to night, and the pot will keep respawning, so you can keep getting 100 rubies over and over again. It's an easy way to make money, but I forgot how to do it. So, silly me, honestly. And I can't even play the songs right. I'm just having so much trouble right now trying to do this, apparently. Yep, so we're turning it to daytime, and you guys are finally going to get to hear the Outset Island music. Hooray! But yeah, I broke the pot hoping that for some reason there would be a ruby in there, but it's not there. So I was just like, yeah, okay, forget this. Apparently I'm wrong, and that's okay. I'm trying to bomb it, are you serious? Bombs don't help everything, you know. Why would bombing the ground make a pot appear, honestly? Oh, that's kind of funny. Anyways, I'm just like, yeah, forget this, I'm not doing it right. Basically, what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go back to Orca, and he has this challenge for you, where you have to hit him 100 times before he hits you 3 times. And originally I thought you get a heart piece for this, but you don't. You only get 50 rubies. And I was very, very disappointed in that. Very disappointed. I must say so. Your skills with the sword are still at the level of a page. Very good. Try and hit me 100 times or more before I hit you 3 times. So basically, you can use any technique that you've learned to try and hit him 100 times. So I'm gonna skip ahead, and I will see you guys when we get up to 100. Alrighty, guys. So we just got our 100th hit right there, and of course, right after I get it, I die. So we got up to 103 hits, which is not too bad. You have improved. Apparently I've improved, guys. Isn't that wonderful? Guess what was wrong with me to treat you like you were still a lonely page. You are a page no more. You are now a knight. Knight is not much, but it's now yours. Take this with you. So yeah, for all that you get 50 rubies. And rubies are interesting, but it would have been better if I got a heart piece for it. Just saying. So yeah, I believe it's the last thing I do in this part. Pretty sure. So let's just see if I head towards the dock here. Yep, checking the incredible chart to see where the Triforce Charts are. It is in fact, oh no, it is chart number 3 of 8. Sorry guys, it's the 3rd one that I got. Alrighty, so I think that's where this part ends off, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the post-commentary wasn't too bad. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not all that good at it, so I apologize if this part wasn't as interesting as the other ones. But I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, and I will definitely see you guys next time. So I hope I will see you there. For now, this is VGA322 signing out. Till then, peace.